Hi, I'm Dr. Barry, and I want to tell you a story. I'm reluctant to tell this story for many reasons. Hopefully, you'll understand. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I need the assistance of a wheelchair. Now, I don't want the assistance of a wheelchair, but airports have gotten bigger, the connections have gotten more difficult, and MS some days be MSing. And I'm reluctant to say that because sometimes if people know that you have things going on, they judge you based on what they think they know about it. Anyway, just because I need a wheelchair doesn't mean I can't be me, even when I'm in pain. When my pain is increased, I try to increase my compassion so that I'm easier on myself. So I was in an airport, and when I get off the plane, right before I get off the plane, I ask, I actually get the an extra package of pistachios. If I have one, I get another package, and then I get a bottle of water. And I usually have a nice tip. I mean, so nice that people are like, "We should see you every day." And so I give the person the tip, and then I offer them the nuts and the water. And the tip they're very happy about. But there's something about those pistachios and that water that literally, like they stop doing what they're doing and they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. So this happened with a woman recently, and we got down to baggage, and she was just saying how blessed she was by my kindness, and she's talking about it the whole way. And I said, well, sometimes it's difficult, and I know it's not any easier for you, and you have to do this all day, and people are dehydrated and they can't stop, and as soon as you are done with one, you have to go to the next one, so you don't really have a chance to have a snack. And so she's like, it's just so thoughtful. So I looked and I saw this woman who looked like she was without a home, and she had put her hand over her face like this, and you could see she was crying, but she was trying not to be seen. And a lot of times when people are hiding in airports, they really have to hide well, and they don't want whatever they're going through to be seen. So I was getting up from the chair, and I had my cane out and everything, and I said, I think she's having a hard time. And the woman who was assisting me was like, oh, I didn't even see her. And so I went over and I, gave her something, and I said, I'd like to get you lunch. We can just imagine we're having lunch together. And and the woman was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I approached her, she was like, oh, I'm about to catch a bus. And I was like, no, I just wanted to offer you lunch. And so everything changed, and she was very grateful. And so the woman assisting me said, I didn't even see her. And she said, sometimes I'm doing my job, and I'm just doing my job, and I'm not seeing. And I need to see with God's eyes. And I was really touched by that. So I was flying back the very next morning, and um, the woman who assisted me, she didn't assist me to the gate, but she was bringing someone else to the gate. And she was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And she said, I have to tell you something. And I said, okay. And she said, I saw what happened, what you did yesterday, and I knew I could do a little more. So I got some of those little bottles of water. And now I see people. I actually see them. And so she said, I just gave out 2 bottles of water to somebody who really, really needed them. And I'm seeing with God's eyes. Most people who know me didn't know how bad my, or how difficult my situation was until after the pandemic happened, because I didn't say anything. I was coming through the airport with yesterday with a cane, and one of the guys who works there said, "What's going on?" And I said, "It's been going on for years. It just never let y'all see it." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I see." He said, "But you still looking good, still moving, still making it." I was like, "That's the part I want people to see." And sometimes the part of us that feels like it's the thing we don't want people to see is the space where compassion can come forth, where your beauty can really shine. Me looking like I don't need any help when I really do is not the look that I need to strive for. The look I need to strive for is the ability to see through God's eyes and then to share that sight with someone else. I love you. Whatever you have going on, see it a little bit differently.